the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
They just stopped.
Let's make tonight the weekend. I don't wanna wait.
I have no idea what either of those songs were. It's playing another song. It has its own taste in music. I don't know any of these songs. And then it's just stopping. Rando. I don't know, man. Google just does whatever it wants when I let it go. Leo full moon is happening, and that's very good that my Google is just doing whatever it wants, because Leo new moon, that's what it says. Do whatever makes you happy. What is it making you happy deep inside? We have to find that foundational bottom level of all the things that like get the strata that falls on top of us that blocks us from understanding what really does make us happy. August 4th, 2024, we have a new moon in Leo. It's at 12 degrees. It's only getting positive aspects, which is so cool. There's no obstacles, no squares, no oppositions. It's a very pure and clean new moon. It's getting a sextile from Jupiter and a sextile from Mars. They're both in Gemini. Super healthy, strong, and curious. Curious want to understand. They want to express these feelings, optimistic vitality. We can take some breaks from being super serious about things, because when you go outside and go for a walk, or you go play miniature golf, or go to the movies and see something fun and silly, then you can take that break away from all the seriousness that's kind of happening in the world. It's okay. It's permission to do that. This new moon is saying, Leo says have some fun, because it opens up new possibilities. When you go on a trip or when you explore something, read a new book, it opens opportunities for exploration, expansion, growing more into the thing that you're designed to be at your most optimum, which is indicated by your birth chart. The new moon in Leo is energizing and motivating, but you have to put a little bit of effort in. You kind of have to figure out what it is that sparks your joy or your happiness. Leo energy is very inner child energy. It's back to the point where you're just shining out your light. You don't really care when you're that little what anybody says or does. You just do whatever you want to do. You act however you actually are before you've been domesticated. This is the action, though, that we're requiring, is to focus on that a little bit. Think back to what it was that you enjoyed or loved. Mars comes in and says, no more excuses. You can do this. You can get it. You can do it. And Leo is that expression that needs to come out sometimes. It's just without any judgment upon it. Self-expression. Jupiter brings goals and motivation, and Gemini is that curiosity. Let's look at the Sabian symbol for this new moon. It's Leo 13, peaceful contemplation, an old sea captain rocking himself on the porch of his cottage. I really like this one in correlation because it feels like we have a chance right now to see the whole spectrum of life, from childlike wonder, and that's the Leo energy of this new moon, to the very end of having a full life, an adventurous life. A sea captain has done a lot of things, and being at a place where you can reflect on it and have peaceful contemplation. Wherever you are in your life right now, you can have the power in your own mind to travel to all these locations, timeline jump basically, thinking about what brought you joy as a child and what will bring you joy as a person at the end of the time of active life, where you're in a wise wisdom state and looking at the past of your life. Like, what do you need to do now to get to the point where you're still joyful and peacefully contemplating this reflection, this assimilation of experiences? In time, the child's innocence and the adult's sophistication give way to a peaceful reality of old age, a time to contemplate our personal journey, the ups and downs that punctuate all life's journeys. 2 books that I picked up, we were recently on this trip to St. Louis, so I was really inspired to buy this book, Voices from Slavery, 100 Authentic Slave Narratives, and yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy, and it's inspiring, it's uplifting, it's heartbreaking. It is 100 different lives, and all these people were born into slavery. They range in age when they're taking these narratives from around 80-ish at the youngest, to one person, they say they're 120. Having the experience of 100 different people's own personal experience, It feels like expanding my life by 100, and something that I have never experienced, even 1% of even 1%. I highly recommend that book. The other one I picked up, we went to Ulysses S. Grant's house, and Julia Dent Grant was his wife. Their story together, it's one of the most beautiful American love stories of all time. And so I picked up her personal memoirs. I'm enjoying just starting reading that. And Ulysses S. Grant also has his memoirs that I'm going to read. An old sea captain rocking himself on the porch of his cottage is retrospect. When we pull in all these different people's stories, we get a broader view of what reality actually is. And contemplating the past, contemplating our past, can help us bring a more beautiful future into reality. I like you just the way you are, and I'll talk to you next time.